young mayor at that time wanted to revolutionize the financial processes, City Hall. The computer, actually they didn't call it the computer then, it was the punch card, big monster.
Who was the mayor?
Clancy Warren. Clancy Warren was about 40 years old, and this was a change. And he had hired a city treasurer who had had experience at McDonnell Douglas in their putting in the computers. And the old systems down at City Hall were pen and ink, and they were posting taxes into the ledger book by pen and ink, and the water bills were put out on an aggressograph machine. And then they had started charging for garbage disposal or garbage pickup. And these were separate departments. Clancy wanted to combine them, and by combining them and put the bills all together, the city saved, at that time it was considered a tremendous saving, $50,000 in postage. Anyway, with the vacancy, the city was divided. There were two commissioners that voted with the mayor, and it was the commissioner and the mayor that were on the other side. He would propose somebody fill the vacancy, and they'd vote him down, and then the other two would say, well, now if you'll appoint so-and-so, we'll go along, and he wouldn't go along. And this went on for several months, and they weren't able to agree on anything and pay the bills. So somebody said, you got to solve this problem. How'll I do it? He says, well, find somebody that has no previous political experience. And somebody said, well, how about this young fellow, Sid Patterson, who's over there on the planning commission? He knows a lot about the city. So I was asked to come down and interview Clancy. We had about an hour visit about what he was trying to do, and I agreed with his progressive ideas. And I was just ready to leave the meeting, and I said, oh, by the way, I'm a registered Democrat. He was a Republican. And he said, my gosh, he says, he used the word titular. I'm the titular head of the Republican Party. And that just wouldn't do. I said, why don't you go down and change your registration? And then I'll appoint you in a couple of days. So I became a Republican.